Hey, Brian from Gosh Mall. Today I have the KisDream bottle warmer. Since we have our grandson, our first one, we have him have sleepovers, and we want to make sure we have everything that we need to feed and keep him well. So we picked up this, and on the inside, pull everything out so you can see how it's all situated. I mean, that's basically it. So that's the whole box. So there's a plastic bag on the top, and it kind of like separates the layer there. That's your measuring cup, and then that's your top, and your lid. It's a vented lid as well. So let's open this up, and we'll pull a little bit of cord out, and then we'll plug this in. So that basically turns it, oh, there's some tape here. Let's remove that. Let's see how we get going here. All right, so that is your operating manual, and what you want to do is it will go through step by step with you. So you're basically adding water into the bowl. So this is your cup to add water. Now I just need some water. My lovely assistant, my wife. All right, so here we have some water, some filtered water. So we're going to pour some water in here. And you don't have to fill all the way up to the top, depending on your cycle. So you're pouring water down in here. I guess I can probably bring that a little bit closer into frame. So we'll just add a little more water. So we add the water here. And it's got a little sensor here, so I'd imagine that's probably detecting the water level. Okay, then this is your basket. It has a little bit of a lip in the back to give you a general idea. So let's say you have a bottle that you want to heat up. Let's add some water into this. And we'll put like just about 7 ounces. So what you do is you're putting your bottle in here. You're putting your lid on, and then you're going to be selecting the mode. So you basically hit your power button on, and so the first one is going to be for warming. The other one is going to be basically keeping your bottle at temperature, and then you have another one that is going to be your sanitize function. I'll show you that in a second. Well, let's do the bottle warm now. So it defaults to about 3 minutes, and in the booklet you do get a guide. And it will guide you through all the different functions. So depending on how many ounces of water, it will tell you your working time to bring your bottle up to temperature. And while I'm in a baby bottle, 2 ounce 5, 6 ounces. So I did about 7 ounces, so I need about 4 minutes. So I'm going to actually add some time to that. So we're going to make it 4 minutes. And then that will give us an opportunity to heat up the bottle to temp. And then that little light on here shows that it's actually heating up the temperature. You are awesome. So at the get-go, to kind of give you an idea, so it's about 70 right now. So it's been running for a quick second. I guess this is probably a better view if I can get it in here for temperature on how it's doing. So yeah, it's about 70 degrees right now, so it's bringing up the temperature. That's about room temperature anyway. That's what we're starting at. And you can hear it kind of like bubbling around in there. And you can start seeing this getting on a steamy side, and you can definitely feel it's getting a little on the warmer side too. So give you an idea. So it's about 80 degrees in there. And you can really hear the water boiling in there. It's pretty neat. And you can start to see a little bit of steam coming out through this side. So it's showing about 130 degrees in there. have about 2 minutes. What we've gotten up to. So right now it's registering is about 160 degrees inside. Alright, then it's got a cool second countdown timer on there. You could also use this to heat up and thaw breast milk, as well as baby formula, frozen baby food that you've made through like a baby food processor. I think we're done. So it gives you some quick little beep beeps at the end. So we'll take this lid off. And you can see that steam. Be very careful because it is hot. And then that is your bottle, and it's going to be warm, so definitely let it sit and idle down. And you can use this back tray to lift that out of the water. Now I need some plastic to set this down on. I'm just going to like straddle over here for a quick second. And I'll just use this little plastic bag here. Alright, so that is your bottle, nice and warm, and we'll measure the temperature in there. So it's showing that that bottle is probably about 85, 87 degrees in there. So make sure you're obviously doing the wrist test with, you know, any bottle, and make sure it's not like too hot, obviously, for your little one. Keep them safe always. But yeah, that's pretty neat. So let's go into the dealer mode on like sanitizing. So just put that bottle off to the side. So if you have an empty bottle and you want to get that sanitized, same thing. You place your bottle upside down in here, and we're going to add a little bit more water. And again, you don't want to put an excess amount of water. Do as instructed in the instructions. So we add about 40 millimeters more. And then what you can do is you are putting your lid on. So that is your lid. And again, make sure your bottle is upside down to sanitize. And then what we are doing is we are turning the machine on. We're toggling over to the sanitize. And then it defaults for like an 8-minute cycle. So that's going to run for 8 minutes. And it's going to steam basically whatever you, like you put 2 bottles in here at a time. And it will steam those bottles out so they're completely sanitized for you. So let's let that run for a quick minute. And again, this heats up the water like so fast. And it's only been running for less than a minute, but let's see what we have. So already it's 118 degrees in there, 130. So I'll give you an idea of how quickly that heats up, and you can already start to see the steam coming out that side. And we are still only at 8 minutes on that cycle. So we'll let that run for a little bit, and we'll come back and we'll see where we're at. Alright, so here we are at the halfway point, and just to kind of give you an idea, so you can see that temperature. So it's basically over 200 degrees. So, and that is what's coming outside. So the inside, you know, is obviously going to be hotter. So be careful around this. And then we'll check in when the cycle is complete. So stay tuned. Okay, so we're on less than a minute to go. It's basically about 50 seconds. And to give you an idea of the temperatures in there. And again, 200 plus degrees all the way around on this. 205. So it's definitely obviously hotter inside. So when this is completely done, so we got like just about 30 seconds left to go, make sure that you let this sit for at least 5 to 10 minutes before you even take the lid off or remove the bottles. just to let it cool down and to finish the complete sanitizing process. And again, it takes 8 minutes to get done, and it will notify you with with a quick beep. So here we are with the countdown, like 10 seconds left to go, and it's still steaming pretty good. And you can see all the steam water droplets that formed on the top. And so that's it, a nice subtle. The machine turns it off, and you just let that sit and cool, and your bottles will be sanitized. Anyway, Brian from Garageville Hall, thanks for watching, and be clean and safe out there.